Hey guys, it's Chelsea from Apple Blossom Way. Today I'm going to show you how to make MDF look like wood. So I have an MDF board here. This is a shelf, and I'm going to use Owl paint in Weathervane. It's a pretty gray color. I have a wood grain tool that I'm going to use. You can find this almost anywhere. Just search the web. Right at first I dipped it in the paint and kind of drug it across, but it was too faint and the lines weren't textured enough. So the best way is to lay down paint kind of thick, and then you will take your wood grain tool and you're going to slowly rock it across, back and forth, across the piece that you're working on. And then at the end, I kind of took it and pulled that paint just to the edge, just to kind of finish that off. And then I have a full grained line. I went across the whole piece, and this is going to be kind of a rustic piece, so it's not completely covered. I took Owl paint in 1 Hour Enamel. This is jet black, and I watered it down a lot. So you want to water it down. This will create a wash. It'll kind of work like a stain. And work in small sections. I applied it all over because I wanted the areas that I didn't cover in paint to kind of have a brown black tone, and I felt like that looked more of like a natural stained wood. You're going to want to wipe it back really well, and it's important to make sure that your faux wood grain you laid down before is completely dry, because when you wipe it back, if it's not, you'll wipe it away. I used Old Master's white pickling stain. This is a gel stain, and I just applied it with a paper towel. You can use a brush if you'd like to. Just keep in mind it is an oil-based product, so anything that you use that you want to keep, you will need to clean it with mineral spirits. Wipe back all your excess until it looks like this. And then I took Owl paint in Bone. This is chalk synthesis paint. Stippled it along the edge, and then I blended out into the piece. Okay. Now, what was left on my brush, there wasn't much. So, this is called dry brushing. I'm just going to kind of rub my brush across the top of my faux wood grain, and then this is going to give me more texture and dimension and make it look more real. It'll make all those little grain lines that you created really pop. After I did this, I added a little bit more texture just with a palette knife here and there, and then this was the final result. So I've got a beautiful faux rustic wood